A working class mother is having her car taken away from her by the pro net zero Birmingham Council for simply visiting her son in a hospital. This is absolutely insane. There's another news story today that's slightly frustrating when you hear about what's going on around the country in the name of net zero and environment and clean air and a 15-minute city and all the nonsensical ideas coming out of our local authorities. I understand that, of course, if you rules are rules. For example, if you have a parking ticket, you have to pay it and all this stuff. But sometimes it gets complicated. For example, when we talk about Carly, Carly is essentially a mother, and her son was admitted to a mental health clinic and hospital, and she started receiving fines in the name of Net Zero's clean air zone that is being pushed by Birmingham. Now, these fines have now reached £1,000, over £1,000, because they are very, very robust in regards to chasing her. So it's fascinating how our authorities around the country, we see a lot when it comes to the police, when it comes to, again, local councils. Actual criminals are getting away with real crimes, big stuff. But then someone like Carly is now getting into trouble. Now they're saying they're going to take away her car. This is according to Birmingham Council. Now, Carly Caldwell has already paid around £700 on clean air zones fines for visiting her son in a mental health hospital. So, by going into these zones, you have to pay fines. This is the problem, by the way. But debt collectors have now threatened to take her car if she doesn't foot the £1,027 bill that's still owed to Birmingham City Council. The fact that we have a situation where you'll be getting charged for going into certain areas, and this is exactly what's going to happen, even worse when it comes to 15-minute cities, 5-minute cities, and all these other weird ideas that will turn cities and towns into different districts, like it's Hunger Games, the movie, and you'll be penalized for having some essential trip. So she's got a few children, and she's already struggling with the cost of living crisis, and she wasn't going on holiday. She wasn't doing some sort of leisure trip. She had to go to the hospital to visit her son, but she's been penalized. And despite the fact that she's made an effort to pay a lot of it, they're still adding to it. It's like interest. They keep adding to it. And now they're going to take away her car. This is madness. Absolute madness. Now, Carly herself has come out to say, I know I'm at fault. She told their local democracy reporting service. But she says, but when you're in a situation where your son is mentally ill and doesn't know what day or what time it is, it's very difficult to keep up. That's what she's saying in regards to everything else that's been happening in her life. There is no mercy. There is no humanity. There is absolutely no common sense when it comes to these policies. These policies only hurt people at the bottom of society. They're not going to help the champagne socialists living in Islington or Camden. That's not going to happen. They don't care about any of this. They'll be fine. They pay that couple of quid fine for them. Pocket money. But there are people who are literally tackling all these other issues in their own life, and now they have to deal with all this other stuff that's coming out of pro-net zero idiots. Now, let me know what you think. You might have a different view on this issue. Thank you for watching. I'm Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.